Wiping sweat from her brow, Idre handed over yet another catalogue. Her inspired commentary stretched on for hours. Marin's face, having examined more than a dozen seemingly identical albums, had noticeably paled. Idre was about to turn to the first page of a new book when she noticed Marin's vacant stare. "Lady Marin, perhaps that's enough for today?" "Please," Marin nodded with desperate, pleading eyes. "All right. Then I'll prepare additional sketchbooks and bring them to the ducal castle." "Don't worry." Idre's blue eyes shone with confidence. "I'll make you the most beautiful engagement dress in all the West." "I believe you." Marin smiled tiredly. The Duke, who had remained until the very end, rose from his seat and extended his hand. Marin took it awkwardly and stood. "Safe travels, Your Grace." "Lady Marin." Idre and Yuri walked them to the door, bowing low. He offered his arm. Marin took it naturally, as though they had done this 100 times. A crowd of onlookers had gathered outside the salon. The Duke's rare public appearance had caused a stir. Some nobles immediately averted their eyes when they met Marin's gaze. Others tipped their hats in respectful greeting to the Duke. Of course, the Duke, eyes closed, did not look in their direction. "Where would you like to go?" "Somewhere with fewer people." Marin's eyes widened. He wanted noise and attention, so why choose a quieter place? She hesitated. He grinned and tilted his head toward her. It looked as though they were whispering intimately. "We can't take the carriage." "Oh, yes." His handsome face was far too close. Marin felt frozen, she could barely move. Only when the Duke stepped back did she release a breath and walk half a step ahead. "You do realize your arms and legs are marching right now?" "What, how do you know?" She swallowed the rest of the sentence and looked at him with open curiosity. "We're walking side by side. How could I not notice?" Marin tried to ignore the stares around her, but the effort was considerable. "This is the first time this has happened to me." Never before had she seen so many nobles lingering on the streets. Usually the lazy upper classes didn't venture beyond cafes and restaurants. Their gazes followed the couple relentlessly. "You'll have to get used to it." "I'm not sure I can." Marin's voice dropped to a sheepish whisper. "You know, even before our family went bankrupt, I loved staying home with books. I hardly ever interacted with other young ladies." Gerald turned his head toward her in surprise. For the first time, everything feels foreign. Just like her palm resting on his arm. Overly sensitive to touch, he had never been in contact with anyone for so long before. But it turned out, it wasn't so unbearable. "Yes." Marin lifted her chin, pretending not to notice the onlookers. "I'll try to get used to it." She turned deeper into the park. Hendrago Park, with its wide, shimmering lake, was full of nobles in summer, drawn by boating and picnics. Now, due to the cool weather, it stood nearly empty. Hendrago Park. Marin decided this would be the last time today she'd ask such a question. "Did you come here often?" "Once. When I was a child." Marin looked at him with renewed curiosity. She decided not to ask. She glanced around quickly. No one was nearby. Only then, with relief, did she release his arm, holding it had felt awkward. The Duke was so tall that it seemed as though he was leading her, rather than the other way around. The Duke turned his face toward the lake. "Who were you here with?" "My sister." "Ah. I'm sorry." "For what?" "For asking something inappropriate." Marin's face flushed with embarrassment. The Duke turned his head toward her. His long lashes lifted gently, revealing his beautiful silver eyes. Marin stared at them, utterly transfixed. "Just because my sister is no longer here doesn't mean I won't speak of her. But some people feel sadness just from talking about those they've lost." A breeze ruffled his dark bangs, revealing his high forehead and those gleaming silver eyes. "It's a pity." What is? That you injured your eyes. And that you have to hide this color. He stepped toward her, one long, deliberate stride. His handsome face appeared suddenly, impossibly close. Temporary, are you seducing me again? Again? Marin's voice rose with open indignation. When did I ever seduce you? Why do you always twist things like this? He laughed, loud and free, the sound echoing softly through the quiet park. Marin froze, staring at him. I thought about why I proposed a fake engagement to you. Why? Because it's amusing. So I'm amusing to you now? Marin crossed her arms over her chest, her brow furrowing. Should I be offended? Or should I take that as a compliment? She tilted her head, genuinely considering. He laughed again. Why are you still laughing? You're actually deliberating how to react, aren't you? Wow. You're practically clairvoyant. What does that mean? Sorry. Marin bowed. I said something strange. It's a compliment. What? You're the first person who makes me laugh like this. His voice softened. So it's a compliment. Ah. I see. She answered flatly, her expression deliberately sour. It seems I've truly relaxed. You? With me? Marin waved her hands frantically. No. It's still terrifying. Extremely, utterly awkward. Let's simplify how we address each other. That's. She flushed. He stepped closer again, so close his breath brushed her skin. Marin tensed, held her breath, and stepped back. Her face burned. To whom? Marin pretended not to understand and changed the subject hastily. What should I call you, then? Gerald. Aya, save me. Don't worry. I won't kill you for asking. That eerie reassurance made Marin's smile tremble at the edges. Are there no other options? Try it. Mr. G. Gerald. She closed her eyes and called his name barely above a whisper. He remained silent for a long time. Squinting, she peeked and saw a soft smile on his face. Marin quickly shut her eyes again.